In the dugout with the big steppers. Jalapenos, no lemon pepper. Big K, that's a big letter. Hot boy, I burn leather. Love the Jeep, but the Porsche better. Top down in any weather. Red hot, let the chili peppers. Jalapenos, no lemon pepper.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, look who we found. Look, I always cut him off for whatever.
Always cut me off. You got problems, man. We're gonna get it right though. We out here doing our thing, man. We done ran into your favorite granny. What's up? How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
They done came down from Virginia Beach to Richmond.
Yeah. We found who we was looking for too.
Yeah.
He done pulled out the piece on me.
She was wanted.
Look, she done up the. Oh, go ahead. That's your prop for the
Yeah, that's yours for
Don't
the day.
play.
So you can up the arms.
So it wasn't a long ride or nothing, you know. It was kind of nice to get out. The snow was all cleared out,
Yeah.
you know.
Right,
just come up here and check you out, man. You were super dope. Like your energy about you. I didn't know what to expect when I first got here, because I of course went and looked at your pages and try to do my own
Due diligence. Right?
yeah like. And everybody I talked to about you was like, yeah, man, she's dope. Like, she's cool as hell. Like, and even people that definitely don't know you personally, like just from social media.
Wow.
But
Well, that's nice.
they said
Thank you.
just from seeing you, they thought you were a dope person. But when we got here, you were definitely very everything that we thought you would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Very welcoming.
Real.
You got a good energy about you. It's
I
dope.
appreciate that. Thank you. And thank whoever told them about me.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the followers and supporters. That's
Yes,
really what it is,
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what got you started, or tell us a little bit about yourself,
So I don't even know where to begin. What got me started? Let's start with just TikTok in general,
right.
because that's where it kind of all began. No, it didn't. Let's start with when I was young. So ever since I can remember, I've just always been a part of music in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So I can remember laying in front of a record player, listening to just album after album after album. And it was Earth, Wind & Fire, and it was the Isley Brothers, the Shy Lights. That's what I grew up with. And then of course Rick James and all of them came along.
Right,
But that's where it started. And then when I got older, I was singing into tape recorders. I'm really telling my age.
Right.
Where you push play and record at the same time.
Our age.
Hey, I mean, I did that too. I ain't gonna lie, we're right there.
Yeah. Just so I would do that, and it was just always something. And then I was like, I know I can't sing. Like, I can't. Like, it's no secret. I can't sing. And but I would just sing. And didn't care. Like, to this day, like, even at work, I'll walk around and just sing. I'll go in whatever room, and just start bust out in song. So that's just what I do.
Yeah.
And I don't care that I can't sing. So that's really where it began.
Where are you from, real quick, if you don't mind?
So I was born in Norfolk.
Okay.
And we can talk.
757?
Yeah, I was born in Norfolk, but mostly raised. It's a story. All right, fuck it. Let's just say it.
Let's go. We're gonna get right into that. Yeah.
So, because everybody's always like, why are you the way you are and all that type shit. So this is why I am the way I am. So when I was 5, my mom put me in a foster home. She gave state custody to me, like me, my brother, and sister. So I was in foster homes from the time I was 5 till I was 10. Now I'm gonna backtrack to my education. So I went to the 1st grade, the 2nd grade. They skipped me to the 4th, and I went to the 5th, which is right around 10 years old. And I started running away. And I ended up in Tidewater Park and Park Place for the most part. So that's really where I was raised. Yeah. Young's Park. I was in all the projects since I was 10.
I know, right? Places.
The parks.
Parks and places. Yeah.
Parks and places.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's crazy. My life is crazy. There's so much I could say, but I can't.
Right.
So, being raised in the projects, and I can't really say raised because I was in the streets. I slept in the park. I slept on, there's a playground. There used to be a playground in the middle of Tidewater Park where I would sleep there. But then people would come out of the apartments and be like, come on in here. And this was back in the 70s. And mind you, I was 10. And they'd come on in here and they'd feed me and give me a bath, tell me to go take a bath or whatever. And not that I stunk, but just to, you know.
It's everyday things you should be doing, right? Yeah.
So I would be gone for like months. And then eventually the police would find me. They'd pick me up. They'd scoop me onto detention. I'd be there for months. And then I'd end up going to court and then another foster home or group home. And that was repetitive my whole life. It just went on. Then there ended up being a time where no other foster home would take me. Not that I was bad, I just didn't stay.
Right.
And usually when I would run away, like again and again, I'd end up back at Tidewater Park, most of the time, or Park Place. Meanwhile, understand that during all this time, my whole life, I never went to school.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like, you're telling us about some stuff, but when did like?
There was never
where
school.
was time for school?
I dropped out of school in the 5th grade.
Man.
And the odd thing about that is nobody ever said, little girl, why you ain't in school?
Right,
that was never, ever a question.
Like right now, if you see a kid in the middle of the day,
you're like,
walking
at
the
least
street,
wonder it.
Yeah, you may not say nothing, but you're just thinking, why they in school? Like,
right.
And so, and so I never went to school. And then I ended up in D.C. in a group home. And I don't remember, like I might have been like 16 or 17 and then stayed there till I was 18. Then I'm back in the street again because now I'm grown.
Right.
And then I ended up moving here because my daughter's father, I ended up getting pregnant. And this is just where I stayed. So this is it.
This became home. Right?
Yeah. You know, it's home, but it's not where I feel complete, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it does completely.
It's like
to
I'm
me,
trapped here. You feel me?
Yeah, no,
like I want to get out so bad.
I know the feeling.
That's so. I just had this conversation this morning. Like,
did you really?
Yeah. Like, I've been in. You know, I guess it's more my personal side, but some things I'm dealing with right now that I want to move and kind of do some different stuff. But like, there's things that I feel like maybe not holding me back, but it's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kids and it's kids.
Yeah.
I want to down to like I want to move out of the state or something like. But I do have 2 kids that they live with me. So like, if I take them, we go and
kids are resilient.
I want to take them and see the world, enjoy life and things that I never got to be a part of.
Do that shit like during the summer and then give them time to get acclimated and make a couple friends and then go into school. They'll have friends already, Do that shit, man. Don't wait. Don't wait. Trust me. Don't wait. Whatever you want to do it.
Right.
We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Right.
You're not.
Yeah.
So that where'd I stop?
School. We was talking about you made DC.
So still never went to school, right?
Yeah, back here.
So I'm here, get pregnant, have a kid, end up, in Section 8 housing, in the hood.
You're part of the system at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm still in the system, because I was raised by the state, if you will, like legally, although I wasn't there. And now I'm still a product of that, whatever it is, living in Section 8 housing, getting food stamps, getting a check every month. That's what I was doing. Because it never dawned on me to get a job.
Right.
Because I didn't know.
You dropped out of school in the 5th grade. Like, you didn't know anything hard. I mean,
I didn't know, like you would think it's common sense. And this is why people in the projects get stuck in the projects.
Right.
Because, we out and about, and I see people working and stuff, but it doesn't dawn on you.
That you could work there.
That I should be working.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking, how can I survive? How can I survive? And doing whatever I got to do to survive.
And that's what.
But not thinking, go get a job.
Right.
And that's just how it is. It's the mentality. So that's what I was doing. So I moved into the housing and ended up having to move into another Section 8 housing. And when I signed the lease, the lady said, just so you know, they're doing GED testing next door in the clubhouse.
Right.
That was the first, I'm 26 years old at this point.
Yeah.
The first time somebody said anything to me about education. And that's why I was like, oh, damn, there is school. You know, even though I might have my daughter getting ready to go to school, it didn't dawn up for me.
Right.
It wasn't a thing. So I went and talked to the lady and told her my story. Like, I dropped out of school. I don't know what I know. You know, what do we do? Like, is there a chance?
Right.
Right.
And she said, let's just test you and see where you fall at. And then, if you need, she was being very positive. If you need to go in any classes, we can just get you signed up for the classes. So I was like, all right. Well, come to find out, I took the test and passed it with the highest score in the class.
Dang.
With no formal education.
Right.
Passed the freaking test. I surprised myself. And she was like, you know, you really should think about going to college. And I was like, oh, okay. Then, you know, I thought about, like, what will I do? So initially I thought to be a paralegal. I wanted to do something with the law, but I wasn't sure.
Right.
And criminal law was what I wanted to do something with.
Right.
But then I soon found out after enrolling in legal assisting at the time is what it was called. I found out that you got to do bankruptcy law, you got to do corporate law, and all this other boring ass shit that I ain't want to do.
Right.
So I was like, forget it, this ain't me. So then the other option was human services, counseling. I was like, I could definitely help some people because I done been through it all at this point. Yeah, I can help you.
Right.
And then having the life experiences and the education. And so did that. Ended up graduating the 2-year degree, International Honor Society. Just smart. Not bragging, but it's crazy. Like, it was something new to me.
Right.
And I was like, well, I might as well go and get my bachelor's. I ain't got but 2 more years. It'd be stupid not to.
Right.
And I'm now enjoying school.
That's dope.
You know, because when you're older, you kind of appreciate it a little more too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got my bachelor's degree, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get my master's. We got
And
a
it came
6.
just that easy. Just fucking do it.
Bro, let me tell you how easy it was.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you how easy it was. I asked friends who were like teachers and principals and stuff. I'm like, look, I be getting A's and shit on my papers. Like, I will literally whip out a 30-page paper in my grad school overnight and get an A. And I was like, do they just like give you grades like that in school? And they was like, no, trust
don't.
me, you earned that. If they gave it to you, you earned it.
I'm in school right now. They don't give you nothing.
Like, damn. So that was just like, really, like, it wasn't difficult at all.
Right.
You know, writing was my strength,
Right.
which is going to bring me up to the music part.
Right.
But ended up getting a 60-hour. You know, most master degrees are 30 hours. I got a 60-hour master's in marriage and family therapy. I was heading towards licensure to be a therapist, but it was too much. It was like you had to put in thousands of hours, and then I still had my daughter, and I'm trying to work, you know, at this point.
You gotta survive.
It was too much,
Yeah.
so I couldn't, so I didn't get the license.
Right.
And
Still, I mean, that's a lot
yeah,
to overcome
like,
to even get to that point.
You were like, definitely, like, you know, that's
Not over.
it ain't
right,
over.
I know, right? Like, we're sitting here today. This is crazy.
Shit.
Like, you know.
It ain't over. So as far as so then, you know, musically, somebody hit me on to musically, which was
Right.
TikTok before.
Right.
And I got onto musically and was just fucking around, like, because I've always sang, so lip syncing was nothing.
That's easy, yeah.
Yeah, and I know like lyrics to almost everything.
Right.
Some weird thing I have, I don't know.
Right.
It absorbs. And started doing a little bit of that. And then TikTok took over, and of course I'm there, and then TikTok people were following me. And then one day they was just like, Granny. So they started calling me Granny. I had my real name up there.
Oh, yeah?
They named me Granny. They was just like, Granny, this, Granny, that. And I'm like responding. I'm like, you know what? I need to change my name. So I changed it to Your Fave Granny because The
Right.
kids were awesome on the app.
Right.
Or they are awesome on the
Yeah,
app.
all of them, yeah. We back. And we were talking about
TikTok.
we got into
turning
musically going to
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
And people were Granny, your favorite
right,
Granny came from.
So the fans gave you the name Granny.
They gave me
right.
the name, absolutely.
Right, that's dope.
Yeah, that is, because most people come up with their own shit.
Right.
But they gave it to me.
Right.
And then they kept saying, like, Granny, you know, you really need to come up with your own song. I'm like, yo, like, I don't write, I don't rap, I don't even know how to write a poem.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
And I'm like, no, like, it ain't gonna happen. Y'all are getting too caught up in the TikToks, like I'm really just lip syncing this.
Right.
You know, cause
I'm just having fun with it. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And they was like, no, like literally their comeback was, no, you need to do your own music.
Right.
And then this was like during COVID. COVID just starting. And a couple phone calls I made, you know, just checking on people, hey, what's up, whatever. They were like, you know, you should really just go ahead and do your own music. So I just kept hearing it.
Right.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And so I'm like, okay, who can I call to help me? I don't know how to write a rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what's involved in that or nothing.
Right.
And Lord have mercy, the truth be told, this is when you find out you ain't got no friends. I am not
All your
lying.
rapper friends didn't reach out to you?
I ain't have no friends, none.
Yeah.
And the few that I did have or thought I had fell back.
Damn, for real?
Yes.
When you started doing the
Yes. Shit is crazy, but it's authentic. And the
Right.
first thing that came to my mind is I can remember artists, and I don't remember, I want to say it was Tupac, but it could have been like so many other artists say, when you get to the top, it's lonely.
right,
And I'm not nowhere near the top,
right,
but god damn, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I started realizing like, damn, no one's gonna help me. Fuck it. I've been by myself my whole life, so I'm gonna just do me.
right,
So I literally, one night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wrote Sling In That Heat in like 15 minutes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
yeah.
And that still to this day is the most streamed song I have. And whenever I play it now, people are like, that's fire. Like, they love that shit. And I'm like, I gotta get a video. I gotta get a video to that song.
Right.
But, of course, that's not affordable, so that's why I don't have but 2 videos, because I can't afford it.
Granny, that's what we do.
Drip House 757, Framez Multimedia.
Yes.
I'm just
You
saying.
met the right ones today, baby. You met the
Well,
right
you know
ones.
what? Sometimes things happen for a reason.
No doubt.
Yeah, you're right.
So I wrote Sling In The Heat, and then I'm like asking. So I work at a school. That's all I'm saying about that. So I asked students, previous students, where do I go? Like, what do I do? I don't want to record this on my phone. If I'm gonna do it, I want to do it right. So where can I go? And one of my previous students told me a studio, Good People Studio. So I was like, all right, called them up. First place I called, and the girl that answered the phone was she answered all my questions, because I'm like, look, if I come in there and record, I'm very upfront.
Right.
When I talk to you, there's gonna be no question about what I'm saying. I don't play word games and none of that shit. So, all eyes on me. So, what'd I say?
The girl, you called her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't trying to be in there. Like, if I'm in there and I'm recording a song and my shit is whack, I need somebody to work with me that's gonna say that shit is whack.
Right.
Right.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
So that's what I need. So if you have somebody there that can help me and be honest with me, then that's who I want. So I ended up with one particular person, and he mixed the hell out my song. So it was a beat I bought from this dude in India for $20, and I got it's all my beats.
Exclusives?
Yeah, it's all mine,
dope.
20 bucks. And I had to kind of, little guidance and, all right, the intro's too long, I need that short, add a little more bass, take that. He keep putting this, I don't know, some chime sound in it that's Asian. type.
Indian type,
Yeah, and I'm like, we don't want that. So, you know, I helped guide it the way I wanted it. And I was like, that's it. And then, you know, it was really, really difficult for me to flow to the beat that was already made.
Right.
But we got through it, song is fire, whatever. So then I just start thinking about, like, that song, I literally thought about my life. So the first few bars is, everything started in the womb. Before I was born, I was doomed.
Right.
And after telling you about my life,
Right.
you know, so it's like,
Dang.
and I ain't even tell you that when I was born with a brain tumor and almost died. So it's like I have a scar now to this day that's cut all the way around. But so that ever since, you know, from birth, I was fucked up, if you will.
Man, yeah,
So-
you definitely you've lived it, you know, but you proof that like
Can't
you
quit.
can't stop, like you can't give
Can't
up,
quit.
you can't, no matter what you go through, right? Like you just gotta
don't know.
keep,
You find your way, right?
yeah, like you
have
might
to.
lose, you might, you know what I mean?
all part of
But
the game.
You just trust the process and like keep pushing, like.
So yeah, so it's
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Everything started in the womb. Before I was born, I was doomed. I was 5, mama sent me to the state. Since then, knew love was fate. First 4 bars of the song. So I literally went from birth thinking of how I'm gonna write this song, and that's how I came up with my lyrics.
Right.
All my other songs, it's, you know, not saying I did all this stuff. I'm just saying I've been in the areas where all this shit is done.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it
It
is.
is what it is, nah. But it's dope, you know what I mean? It's dope that you can, you know, like express yourself and like, you know, use it through music and like, that's deep bars that like, those lines, I mean, knowing your story,
they're
you know, it's like,
verified bars.
so
Yeah.
like,
I did my homework, and like they said, everything about Granny
it's
is
always
real.
authentic,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? So the music, it's real music. You know what I'm saying?
It's real
So-
music. It's
Yeah.
like if I could have done this shit in the 90s, I probably would be rich.
Right,
Because the 90s rap was kind of like what I do now. You know what I
Right, right,
mean? I tell stories.
right.
Yeah.
And like each 4 bars is leading on to the last bar type shit. You know what I mean? It's a whole story.
So, but do you have fun doing it though, right? Like it's
Yes, it's addicting, too.
Right. I can see when we jumped on your live the other night, right? And you say you was going to the studio, like I can see you was
yeah,
like
she
you was
was
hype.
like,
You
I
was
was-
like, she was like,
yes,
yo, I'm
I
going
was
to the
hyped.
studio. Like,
It's
yeah,
addicting. It's
yeah.
like I'm so excited, and I got 3 songs done in the studio, and it was just like I have the best producer. Shout out to Gringo. He is like, so I told you I don't rap to beats
Right.
or write to beats. None of that shit. I write songs, and I know in my head how that song's gonna flow.
Right.
Right.
As a regular people usually, they get their flow from the beat.
yeah.
In my head, it's already there.
So somebody has to craft that beat around.
Yes, and Gringo, he's written all my other beats besides that first one. And all I do is I go in there and I sing him the song,
Right.
and he just hooks it up, man. And he does it like 30 minutes. I have a beat that he created just for what I just
That's
did,
dope.
and it's
Yeah,
perfect.
That's dope.
You know, he is like the best.
Yeah.
What's his name, Gringo?
Gringo,
Yeah, Instagram,
Good
right?
People Studio,
Yeah, we-
Gringo
We'll
101.
put it like right here
Yeah.
when we do the video. you know?
Gringo, yes, Gringo 101.
Yeah, so like with your with the social media and stuff, right? Like when did you first notice like, oh man, I'm getting a lot of people coming in here like,
So, were
you
you,
know,
so you
like,
said you were a transfer from music, because Vine also brought over a lot of
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
doing Vine.
right.
right,
That's where everybody started to combine, and then it became this big TikTok thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of those, you know, users or whatever, they became that family of influencers and creators. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then TikTok just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So
When did I know?
yeah,
I still don't know.
it just happened. It was like one of those
Like
things
I don't know. Like I don't feel like I'm there. People are like people at work are like, do you understand? You have like 4 football stadiums full of people
yes,
that follow you.
Right.
And I'm a very visual person, so I can see a football stadium full of people, and 4 of those, but it don't really register. Like
it doesn't until you're in that situation.
Yeah.
Until you're literally there.
if I was at the football stadium standing in the middle, I'd be like, damn.
What do I do
Right.
next?
Yeah, that shit would be crazy. But so I still don't really know. It's like whatever.
It's super dope though. There's a lot. There's a lot of people. You know?
And that's what one of the main objectives of this platform is for us to meet these type of creators. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows, we could throw some type of event and say, hey, creators from all around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody link up and we do it the right way, the real organic way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So speaking of organic.
It's organic. Yeah. Go
Let
ahead.
me just tell you, I don't have hundreds and thousands of streams and followers. Well, I do have the followers, but all my shit is organic. I ain't bought not now streams.
That's the way it should be. Yeah,
Right, but
that's what we
so
look
many
for,
people
yeah.
do, and I'm not ragging on nobody. I'm just saying my shit is like 100.
Right.
I changed my password. Ain't nobody hacking my shit. I change that shit almost every week.
Right.
You're not taking that from me because it's all organic.
Yeah. No, and that's definitely like you.
Like I think I put up my end of the year streams, and it wasn't much. I don't know what it was honestly, but
Right.
it was all for real. People actually stream my shit and listen to it. I actually got like, I don't know, 269 followers on Spotify. But that's 269 real people following me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
It's little numbers, but they're real numbers.
Hey,
You gotta start somewhere.
you start like it's consistent, you know, and it's growth. You know, you're gonna just keep growing and moving on. Like,
Right.
there's nowhere else to go but higher, right?
And people on Instagram, you know, they always hit you up with, I can get you some more followers type shit. I'm like, no, you keep that shit. I don't want it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because that stuff happens all the time.
All the
Yeah, you get
time.
these official looking emails. And look, as soon as we said it, look.
You get an email.
Right. But yeah, you know it's not right. I don't even see how people buy into those things. Like, hey, this is Birdman. Yeah, he hitting you directly.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Birdman's in your DMs.
Now, don't get twisted, because a lot of them do hit me up.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But look who you are, though. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
come on now, come on.
Granny, come on.
They do hit me up.
Yes.
but yeah, we're gonna talk after this, honestly.
Yeah, and like,
Do you know? I'm bragging a little bit right now. Do you know I'm on Quavo's page?
yeah,
Quavo posted me. That shit was alright.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
dope.
between that and Biggie Small's son,
yeah.
Christopher Wallace, friended me on TikTok.
Man,
That initially was like my
That's dope.
biggest.
that's crazy.
I'm like, Biggie Small's son and Faith Evans' son?
Guess
Fowler wanted me to be their friend?
Right,
Guess who
right.
we're interviewing next weekend?
Stop playing. Who? I'm coming.
The guy that played Big.
The guy that played him in
Oh, are you
Notorious,
really?
Jamal,
Yes.
is it Jamal.
Jamal something. Yeah, Crawford.
Oh, wow, that's all right.
Sorry. I forget.
Looked just like him, too, when he was little.
Yeah, dude, look just like him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, man, it's this energy. It's there.
That's
It's
all
all
right.
meant to be.
Yeah, but those are my two big. Like I'm on Lil Jon's page. Stunner for Vegas posted me on his page, and I've been reposted
Right.
by
Young
tons
Thug.
of. Yeah, everybody. Just too many to name.
Yeah.
We got you.
But that's my little bragging rights.
Yeah, just like, how does that feel though? Like, it feels good, right? Like, it's like,
It does.
finally, like.
'Cause I know they
you've
laughing.
had a hard time, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you see
That's
it, like,
still hard. It ain't got
you
better
know,
yet.
like, that's dope.
I got some bragging rights,
You're on
but
that upward trajectory, like.
Right.
people still give me a hard time because I'm, not a lot. I don't get a lot of hate. Every now and then I get the culture vulture shit.
Right.
Right.
And I'm like, your dumb motherfucking ass don't know that it's my culture too.
Right.
Like this is all I know.
Right.
I didn't, honestly, I'm about to look at him because I'm getting ready to say something about white people.
No, trust. It ain't
Look,
too easy.
let me tell you.
There's some issues. Yeah, he can
They
tell you
don't,
about.
Right.
They don't know frames all that well either, but it's all right. Yeah.
I didn't start learning, and I still don't know a lot of white culture But I did not start learning white culture until 96.
Yeah.
96, 97, something, actually. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And it was, let me tell you, I never say I'm black. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, obviously I'm not.
Right.
But one thing is I get more people asking me if I'm black, and they're not being funny, like dead
It's
ass.
serious.
Right.
No, yeah.
When I first started working where I work, I was always getting, ain't you black? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Stop lying. You know, I'm like, bro, I'm not.
Right.
But you
Like,
mixed
I
though,
don't-
right?
I don't know,
No,
like-
I'm not. I'm white. So I never claimed it. But when I tell you, then it's easier now, but I'm still not 100. But to be in a room full of white people is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And I can remember being with a girlfriend and and at dinner with one of her friends who was white, and I ain't say shit the whole time because I felt beneath
Yeah.
the white person.
Right.
Right.
I did, you know, and I'm still there.
That's crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
But that's that culture. And half of these motherfuckers that say that shit don't understand that I've been in this culture longer than they've been alive.
Right.
They're like in their 20s. You know, and again, it's a difference in
Oh, and
something racial and culture.
Right.
You know, just because I'm rapping now, like it's an issue, like I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
But again, I don't claim to be anything other than who I am.
Yeah, it's just.
It's just, this is who I am.
that's just the obstacles that are put in your way to greatness. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
you gotta just, you know, shrug your
It's
shoulders.
frustrating.
something,
It's
you know?
frustrating.
Yeah. You use the music, you know what I
And
mean?
so I
That's
used to see all the time. I used to see all the time when I first started rapping. I'd see, and this hurt my feelings initially because I didn't understand social media really. So I put out Sling In The Heat, and I see laughing emojis, and then I see fire flames beside it. So I'm like, what the fuck they laughing for? Like I'm dead ass right now. Like,
Right, right.
You know, the fire don't matter.
Right.
yes,
Right. Sure, pull it.
that's how I felt. Like what's
Unholster
so
the
funny?
weapon there, you know.
But then somebody explained like they laughing, but they like that shit.
Right.
But it's funny, and so I literally had to take myself out of my body and look at one of my videos,
Right.
and I'm like, okay, that shit is funny.
Right.
Because you open it up, you see this, and you see me rapping about some thugged out shit.
Right.
That shit is funny.
Right.
So once I understood and had to really take myself out and look at it third person, I get it. So they can laugh all they want now because that shit is funny. They'll put laughing emojis now, and I'll come back with a laughing emoji.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laugh
It's
on.
fun, you know what I mean?
It's
you
fun.
know, and most of it is like, it's not, it's funny in the sense like, no, people aren't really like, some people probably aren't laughing at you, right? But they laugh, everybody laugh at everybody,
Sure.
right? But it's like everybody's laughing because you making people happy, you know what I'm saying?
And I get that.
That's like, you know what I mean? Shit. You killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that people enjoy it, and
Yeah.
and if they laughing at it, let them laugh. I'm happy that I'm making you laugh.
Look, they
Exactly.
stayed around and watched the whole
Exactly.
thing. Right? They watched it.
Exactly.
That's all
Right.
that matter to you.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. All right. So we got into like music, right? You started doing musically, TikTok. We grew. Got all the followers now. You in the studio. You dropping it. The other rappers, like certified official rappers, or
Features. Oh no, you're in the video.
are
Yeah, I
reposting
know
you
feature.
and like
I did one feature, but he's not like mainstream or nothing, but with another artist.
What you think is like what's next for Granny? Like what's your goal?
I don't know,
here?
man, but I'm ready for whatever it is.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sitting here.
So-
I definitely got some ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this. So I'm keeping it real because that's just who I am. I ain't got time to be lying and shit. I can't remember all that.
Right. Exactly.
So I know I'm not a rapper. I mean, I am a rapper. Professionally, I'm a rapper. But
Right.
like, am I gonna be selling out shows?
Right.
No, I'm not. Could I do some walkthroughs and get paid? Yeah, I could. You know, there's other elements that I could grow
There's
from.
a lot of elements, yes.
Yeah, I'm marketable, and I know this. You know, I'm not bragging, but I am.
Right.
So the rapping could lead to whatever, and I don't mind. Like if I did a walkthrough and they put on one of my songs. You know, well, I ain't gonna get on stage unless I'm drunk. I ain't even go front. I gotta be drunk to be on stage. But I'll walk through, you know, and sing some lyrics or whatever, you know, because that'll be fun. But there's something out there, and I know it's there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lane that,
It's there.
that you can feel.
I just don't know. I'm just stuck right now. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Drip
yeah,
House, you know, Drip House. Yeah, we gotta bring down Drip House. You know, that's the studio and you know, the lab, and we come down there and you know we do content. You know, we come up with everything. We gotta we build sets. I mean, there's really not too many things we don't do. Honestly, like if it's got to do with like you know entertainment, you know we've got our hands in quite a bit of
That's
stuff.
what's up.
You know, and I mean you know right now we're trying to travel and like kind of meet people and just build relationships with the right people and you know hopefully I mean
And make the Framez Show a must-stop shop.
yeah
Yeah.
If you're in the area, you have to come by the Framez.
yes.
yeah you're gonna have
That's like, what's that other joint called that's pretty big? That be on Instagram? They used to be a couch and two chairs. I forget the name of it.
Like,
There's
it out
two, but it ain't the real big one. Yeah, I don't know.
that right here?
No. I don't know where they at.
I don't know.
But I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's well lately there's a lot of different you know podcasts.
Yeah,
and things,
podcast type
But
thing.
we definitely trying to you know just give people like a chance, kind of maybe if it's like rejuvenate your mind or like you know just come through, chill, tell your
Yeah.
story, and let's turn up, let's figure out what's next,
Right.
let's build something, you know, because
Y'all gotta get for real.
yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really close to it.
You know,
so-
Pharrell shouted out Chop.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, well, you know,
Twice.
Pharrell,
Well,
I've
we got to go see Chop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah, now
I don't know. So Friday, yeah, I went to the studio and you want to hear a couple songs?
yeah.
Not the whole song, just a
Right,
snippet. Let me
yeah.
see what I got. So,
get some exclusives.
yes,
I want to have this one.
Right.
Exclusive. Grant.
this is called Graduated from the Streets. That's my producer.
Okay, Granny. Okay,
You
Granny.
gotta come see us, Granny.
Yeah.
Got what?
You gotta come see
Yeah,
us.
come down there. Yeah.
So this is my twerk song.
What? Your work song?
Twerk.
Wait a minute.
This a Young Jock remix called "It's Going Down."
Wait a minute.
My
One more
twerk
time.
song.
Twerk song. She said twerk.
It's going in the strip clubs.
That's the one. Which one you got me first?
The da 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 da.
That's
Snoop
what-
Dogg
that's-
joint.
that's
Yeah,
what-
that's February.
Yeah. Okay.
Now this is my first R&B song.
Right.
Now remember I told you I can't sing,
Right.
but the hopes for this is that somebody will hear it and want to buy the lyrics.
You gotta come through,
I
Granny.
already said you need to come through. You.
This is like the Mary J. Blige type. I want her to get this.
He was the producer. He made the same guy made the beats and everything.
Oh,
Let me let you hear the hook. Shit. To get in a collision with our bodies.
We have to come on pick. Granny got a pen.
yeah.
She got a pen, a magical pen.
Right. Writing.
So that's
Writing
the,
ability is good. That's dope. No, go ahead. I'm cutting you off now.
No.
Oh.
I was gonna make another joke. Go ahead.
Joke on.
Joking. Nah. You definitely had to get you to come through. We can do some stuff.
And you heard the one that's out now. Who Wants Smoke?
Yeah.
That came out. It's been 2 weeks, and that one did like 135, 140,000 on TikTok.
Right.
And you said you don't have a video of that, right?
I don't. I only have a video to Born Alone, Die Alone. So can I tell you a little bit about that song?
Yeah.
Because like I told you, like there's a story to all my songs.
All right.
So when I wrote, remember I told you I wrote Sling In The Heat, that's when I realized like, damn, ain't nobody fucking with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I wrote Born Alone, Die Alone. And it just talks about how your fake friends and then the people that you thought were friends are not there.
Right.
So that's what that song's based on. But I have a video to that, and I have a video to, what do I have a video to? Damn. What do I have a video to? Shit.
You about to have a video to something new here soon. I think I see it coming.
Maybe in studio.
Yeah, we could do.
Crackheads, my crackhead video.
Oh yeah.
With the dogs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one I asked you about.
Yeah, how the hell I didn't remember it's my video. And in that video, like, I kind of jive like directed it myself. I ain't directed, but it was like I already knew the vision for that song.
Right.
You know, because of the stuff that I've been around, I knew that, you know, back in the day, I don't know if they do it now, but back in the day, junkies would come to your house literally with microwaves in their hand. So I wanted that in the video, and that's dude coming to the door window, we still got that big ass microwave. Let me tell you, when I wrote that song, I would die. I live alone, but I was in the house cracking up. Because I'm like, this shit is so real.
Right, yeah, no.
So funny. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's dope. What do you think? Who you said like your influences was? We was talking about it earlier. We said I don't know. I just got brain fucked. It's like my high.
Yeah, we don't know.
Like because I went into that and I really knew where I was going with that, and I lost it. So
it happens.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I don't know what happened.
So, influences today, as far as your music, what are?
Man, Lil Baby is like the man.
Lil Baby, yeah.
So he's my favorite artist at the moment. If I could just get him to do a feature on my song, that'd be ultimate.
Lil Baby, let's go, man.
That'd be ultimate.
Yeah.
At least a duet.
Something.
Leave an open verse.
Yeah.
Something.
Hey, maybe do that.
Hook me up, baby.
Right, yeah. Nah, that would be dope.
Young boy, you know, B-Way, his brother, jumped in one of my lives once.
Right.
And we chatted it up. And thankfully somebody, I don't know if it was one of his fans or I think the B-Way fan page or something, recorded the whole conversation, so I was able to get a copy of that.
Okay.
Because it didn't dawn on me to record.
To record it, right.
Because let me tell you about that situation. So B-Way is trying to get in my live, and I'm like, and I didn't want, I ain't like going live on Instagram because there's some weird ass people coming in. You might see somebody ass, like you can see anything, like you know what I mean? And I just won't about it. And B-Way kept saying, let me in. And I knew B-Way's name on Instagram, but I just was thinking it was a fan page or something.
Right.
And I was like, no, you're not coming in here. And he was like, let me in. And I'm like, no, like I'm not doing this shit. Like, we literally were back and forth. I said, it ain't even you.
Right.
And he was like, it is me. I'm like, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to let you in, but if it ain't you, I'm cussing your ass out. And he was like, all right. So I let him in, and I was like, oh, shit, it is you.
Right.
And when you look at the clip, you'll see me saying, oh, damn, and I'm laughing because I'm like, it is you.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because the internet's a crazy place. Like you said, you never know. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
not
know.
like
You don't know who's
the
watching.
person next door.
Right.
It could be the person from across the
It
world.
could.
Right.
Yes.
You go turn your camera on and no telling what's going on. Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool, though, that he did that.
Right. What do you think? Who's your? You said Lil Baby. Who's been like the biggest? Which one do you think anyone was like the biggest impact, like with any one person?
I tell you, the only person, DMX, man. He's not current, but he had an impact on me lyrically because of how real he is. So.
Yes.
I cried. Like, he's the only artist. Like, I always was like, how are these people crying because these people dying? They don't even know them.
Right.
I cried twice behind DMX.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, and I'll still go back and just listen to his stories.
Yeah, X was he was GOAT. I mean, he's great, man.
And his voice was
definitely
just like
listen to
power, you know, and just feeling and emotion. You just got all that shit from him.
The way he came across, what he was saying, like, yeah, he would definitely.
Yes.
They say he did a prayer before every
Yes,
concert
and the
everything.
prayers were like lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what everybody remember. That's the first thing they say. You know what I'm saying?
He was a real one.
Yeah.
For sure. There's not a whole lot of those left. You know?
There's not. There's definitely not. It's kind of a joke now.
Yeah. Right.
But you know, times change, music changes. I mean, look at over the years.
Yeah. No.
You went from Roxanne
Exactly.
to where we at now. Like, so much change goes along. Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is just
If
not
you-
all music.
Forever revolving.
Right. If you had a chance to like meet one person, celebrity-wise, who would you want to meet?
Oh my God. So, I'm a fun person.
Yeah.
And so I like to have fun and I like to laugh. I would, and this ain't nobody musically, well, he is kind of musically, Shaq. If I could,
yeah,
I've always
yeah.
said if I could hang out with Shaq for a day,
That'd be dope.
that'd be ultimate. Because
Yeah.
I know we're going to have fun. I'm
That
going
dude's
to
so
be laughing so
hilarious.
much.
Yeah, accessible.
Yeah.
Shaq would be
Shaq's,
a, and he's a good guy.
yeah.
You know, he does for people, like the community and shit like
Yeah, he's a
that.
genuine dude. Like,
Yeah.
He's a big
It would be
guy.
Shaq. I've always
Yeah.
said that since the Lakers, since
Right.
before the Lakers, Orlando Magic.
That's what's up.
I just saw a video on, I think it was TikTok or whatever. Some kid was walking out of the store looking sad.
He bought him shoes.
More than shoes, just spent the check on him. Yeah, just get whatever.
Oh, I
What is
ain't
it?
do that.
Somebody used to always joke you if you wore Shaqs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it
Yeah,
was
the
like,
shoes.
dang, but Shaq gave the whole hood shoes,
Yeah.
affordable
Right,
shoes.
right.
Like,
You can't hate on that.
I mean, yeah, they weren't
Terrible.
they weren't horrible. Like they weren't busted shoes. Like, but they weren't Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And everybody
That's what he
wanted
had to compete
Jordans,
against,
but
right.
at the same time, I mean, they were. I had a couple pair, and I got joked like hell for wearing them. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
bought a pair
I mean,
for one of my students
Yeah.
because he didn't have any shoes, and this, well, he's probably grown now. This was when I was teaching elementary,
Right.
but his feet was just funky, and he would always have a habit of sitting there and making his shoes go back and off and on. They'd and
So he's
the
like
whip,
pumping that funk
the
out.
whip, and I'd be like, oh my God, I ain't lying. I would, of course, I ain't say nothing. I would say, look, I need you when you go home tonight, wash your feet really good, okay? I'm gonna buy you some shoes. I'm gonna get you some socks and some foot powder. I'll hook you up. And I bought him the Shaq shoes, and he loved them. Oh my God, it was like
Right.
the ultimate for him.
That's what's up, though. There was another shoe like the And One. And One was like that for a while.
Oh yeah, and one.
I remember And One was popping. So one of the guys, Helicopter, he was from my neighborhood. Like we played basketball together all the time.
Oh wow.
And then when the shoes came out, you know, we was like, dang, Helicopter. Like we know this guy. Like he's like family. Like so we all buying the shoes. Everybody, you know, man, them joints. It didn't get them at
They came
Walmart.
and they left.
They ain't nothing. Like Then we start getting joked for wearing those. Just throw it all away, man. Jeez. Nah, it was dope times though. It was like the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah,
was like,
good times.
Y'all dating yourself now.
It's all good.
Whatever.
You're only as old as you feel and act.
Hey, that's the fact.
Yeah.
That's another hater statement I get sometimes. You too old to be acting like this. I be like, your mama too old.
Right. I mean,
Your mama.
Well, it's funny that people say that, right? And then I watched a video the other day, and it was somebody was saying like, it was some girl. She was saying that, who was it? It might have been Cardi B. They were calling her immature or something. It was like, man, I'm 24 years old trying to figure life out, and you just gave me $1 million.
Right.
But you want me to be mature. But then when you get older, they like, now you gotta be mature. It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Like, y'all is,
It's just haters.
yeah.
It's just haters. I remember, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. But when Cardi B first came out with Love and Hip Hop,
Oh, that was.
she irritated the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But now I see her and I see she had a goal the whole time. She was very smart with it.
Right.
So I respect her.
Right.
You know, I do. I respect her ultimately now.
Definitely.
But in the
She's
beginning,
not the same.
oh,
She's not the same Cardi B that she.
oh no, of course not.
Right.
I mean, look who she fucked with and married to, and what she's accomplished.
Yeah.
She definitely, that's gonna change you. I mean,
So-
for the better.
Do you have a favorite? Do you follow football? Do you watch football?
I don't.
No. I think the playoffs is happening right now. I don't follow either, but I see the game.
So the playoffs are when the last two teams see who's
This
gonna
is
go
see
to
who's
the
gonna go to the
thing.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. We just yeah.
Let me tell you, I work a full-time job. I do Uber and Lyft on Saturdays, and I write music, go into the studio.
Dang.
I ain't got time for football.
No, that's what I'll be saying. We do a lot, and it's a lot. I don't know how people find time to sit down and actually, watch. I don't know, like just sit around and watch some. I don't know. I always feel like I'm sitting still for too long. I could be doing something that might make some money.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that's.
And I most of the time need some money. I mean, this is like one of the most things. I don't know. But yeah.
That's what it ultimately boils down to. Working
Definitely.
on that goal.
So I want to shout out these bracelets you brought us.
Oh, okay.
Definitely super dope. You guys can see them. Here, I'll take it off so the camera can.
Hashtag your favorite granny.
Fave.
Your fave granny.
Your fave granny.
So you can see that,
Your Fave Granny. URFAVGRANNIE. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all the same name. We keep it consistent.
What's your favorite color?
Green,
Green. What's the second favorite color?
probably black.
Red.
What's your third favorite color? No, what
I haven't thought about it. No, I read it.
So we got, got you some
Some
frames.
stunner shades.
There's some frames from
These
frames.
for all the haters.
It's not official, so you've been framed.
Now you've been framed.
Yes, sir.
Boom. And
And it's got a red
super
tint to it.
dope.
I love it.
Yes. You get this picture. Yeah. So
These are cute.
and we got stickers
actually-
and some other stuff. And,
I actually really like the red.
yeah, that's dope.
It
But that's what we do when I'm out and about. I always got some frames.
look at those glasses.
And
It's cute.
You know
yeah,
you've been to the frame show.
Right.
When you wear your.
This is it right here, the
that's
stamp
right.
of
It makes it
approval.
official. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we was able to link up.
Me
You know what I
too.
mean?
This is
Like we
fun.
gotta like
Oh,
keep,
we're gonna do it again.
definitely keep in touch because we gotta get you down to the studio. I think we can really,
Full package.
yeah,
Video,
put some stuff together.
song,
Fuck you and your mama.
photo shoot. What else? Whatever we have to. I know, right? Haters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh hell no.
Oh, Granny getting the full treatment.
Yeah, Granny gonna
She
get it
gets
all.
it
You know
all.
what I'm saying?
She old. So is your
Yeah.
grandma, bitch.
So is good money. Good money is long, old money. Yeah.
What you know about that?
Let you know.
Right.
I got Granny back.
Right. Nah, that's what's up. It's,
Bro, you can't hurt my
definitely
feelings. Ain't nothing you can say to me to hurt my feelings. I tell people that all the time.
Right.
The shit I done been through in life, there's nothing you could say that hurts my feelings.
The trolls on the internet.
Nothing.
Ugly and your mama dress you funny.
Damn, you done went back with that one.
Talking about us telling our age.
Right.
It's new and them though.
Right, yeah. But yeah, now, make
Pull
sure,
up,
you
bitch.
know,
Pull up. Do that. Stop doing that internet shit.
Oh, goodness. We all out here doing our thing. It's been dope. You know,
I shut it down. I ain't arguing with her.
been getting it, you know. Make sure y'all go follow
Follow me.
FavGrannie.
It's right there.
Yeah. Super dope. Yeah. I was trying to spell like the spelling bee, and, you know.
But yeah, but watch out. You could be next.
Yeah. You
Want
get
it.
framed. And yeah.
The next episode of Want It. We're gonna pull up on you.
Boom. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.